we are about to start. Are we excited? That's okay. It's Sunday. I get you. So I have a few things, and for the first time, I have to read that because I can't remember everything. So the selected finalists are going to compete for something that's more than just glory, fame, and whatever else you get by winning on the stage. So the prizes are the very first one and the most important one. It's a trip to Silicon Valley for a week, fully covered, for the founder of the startup that's going to win this competition. So for the first time, we're very happy to announce that other than meeting the Silicon Valley guys, we can actually offer you a trip to Silicon Valley itself. So it's a week paid trip, both ways, or maybe just one way. I'm not sure. I'll have to check in. Second prize is the best Lithuanian startup, and I have to emphasize the startup has to come from Lithuania, is going to go to Get in the Ring regional finals. They're going to be happening in Bulgaria on November 17th. So best Lithuanian startup is going to be selected, is going to go to the regional finals, and if they proceed, they'll go to the finals in Holland. I think that's happening at the end of November, if I'm correct. And then as a kind of third prize, we have Verslo Žinios, our media partner, and the third team is going to get a one-year subscription to the most important business news edition here in Lithuania. So I think these are the most important things for you startups. Who's going to select the startups? That's not going to be me, but we have the selected 7 right there sitting in front of us. They have a list of all the companies, and they'll be judging you on quite a few factors. So I guess you know the process. There's a timer up there. You have 3 minutes for the pitch and 2 minutes for the questions. So Asayati, please come on stage. You're the first ones. Good luck.
Hey. Hi, guys. We're developing a matchmaking engine for high-end IT services, or eHarmony for corporate IT projects. The problem we're addressing is strong, universal, and actually growing. It's the lack of IT developers for tech companies and corporations worldwide. And if you think about IT outsourcing market, we don't have a marketplace or a place to find reliable service providers. So, as a response, we're building a matchmaking engine, searching in our vast network of IT companies and their developers to bring with the most accurate matches for the client's IT needs. The platform is based on Eastern European IT companies creating the profiles of their companies to sell themselves as a firm, and developers to sell them in a form of body leasing. Then we've got clients like Expedia who do the search on the platform. Asayati aims for big data and machine-based learning techniques to automate and scale the B2B matchmaking process. Then, if we had a look at the market, the magic market opportunity, we are not interested in small IT projects on the left due to low scale and high competition from freelancing marketplaces. We focus on big IT projects on the right, as they capture the majority of the turnover in the IT industry and actually are ruled by traditional service companies. We don't have marketplaces over there. So by saying the magic market opportunity, we refer to this sweet spot and to a chance of building a leading marketplace and sales distribution channel in a $300 billion industry. And in pursuit of the $300 billion, we have already developed the product, attracted more than 50 providers, employing more than 1,900 developers, got leading clients like Expedia, and attracted $95,000 in seed funding from 45 crowd investors. We also won Brilliant Young Entrepreneur Contest. First placed, €15,000 as the main prize. And we've got a balanced team with 3 biz devs and 3 engineers. We have experience in IT project management and tech business development. We graduated Stockholm School of Economics, so base ourselves on Western performance benchmarks. Also, we developed and successfully sold one venture in the past. From the tech side, we've got a really experienced CDO with 11 years of experience. We've got a passionate junior developer, and we have a really recognized Lithuanian on board as an advisor. So, ladies and gentlemen, just remember the big pain of IT developer shortage, the $300 billion opportunity, our product, traction, and the team, which is dedicated to take it to the next level. Thank you.
That was really impressive. Questions from the judges? I have a microphone right here. Ian, you want to start? All right.
The $300 billion, how is that service revenue, or is that the total size of the market for the IT professionals?
It's the size of global IT outsourcing market. So basically, the IT outsourcing market is 300 billion, and the majority of it is captured by B2B corporations, companies, and so on.
And what percentage of that would you capture? If you had 100% market share, what would your revenue be?
I mean, this is the amount, the budget of the projects which are being outsourced to other companies, whether either outsourced to different continents or near-shored to near-shore countries, or actually passed to other companies inside the same country.
But so you wouldn't be able to capture all of that. You'd have to capture, like, what percentage of a transaction? What's your transaction fee? How do you make money in the transaction?
Okay, we can take an example of Expedia. Before Expedia, we used to have agents serving the air tickets industry. Then Expedia came as a marketplace, as a tool, and they have around 10–20% of the market. So we could expect doing the same, capturing 10–20% of the outsourcing market.
Yeah, but they don't capture 100% of the ticket, right? There's a fee that you charge. Like, how does your business make money in one transaction? Like, if there's a $100,000 project, how much money do you make?
Okay, we base our revenue model on commission base. We charge 5%, and I mean, at the moment we calculate that our EBITDA at year 3 is $40 million.
Thank you.
All right, we still have time for one question. Anyone else? All right, Ravi.
And then how do you capture, I get the first transaction, you'll get 5%. How do you get the repeat transaction without getting disintermediated?
Is the question related to customer retention?
Yeah, so customer retention. Why would they use you as the middleman for the second engagement if they already have a relationship with the professional service firm?
So we did the manual test before building the platform. We addressed this question pretty seriously, and the solution to that is actually treat both sides. The client is incentivized not to bypass the platform because it's given a promotion of 1% back. Then it knows that the providers will perform better because they are under the radar, because all the performance executed by the provider will go into the system and reflect its reputation in the future. And then from the provider's view, it's the same. It is motivated to stay on the platform because it builds its reputation and future potential to get more clients, because it will appear higher on the search or matchmaking engine. So basically, bypassing the platform means that he will not get much revenues in the future.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you so much, Society. Next company on the list, Taxi Startup. Are you ready? You have 3 minutes and then 2 minutes Q&A. Good luck. Tuta Tunes up next.
Hello, guys. Really nice to meet you all. Let's see if my presentation will go up. Yeah. Great. Sorry for that. So my name is Eugene, and I would like to start by asking you a question. How many of you are not satisfied with the taxi service today? That's right. The whole industry needs some evolution, and it's happening. A lot of new players appearing on the market, disrupting the taxi industry completely, but they only take about 5%. So the rest, 95%, the existing taxi and limo companies are not going anywhere. What they need, however, is to adapt. They need to evolve. And Taxi Startup has a solution for that. So Taxi Startup is truly global. These are the locations where you can get a taxi right now with any of our apps. And this is an example of New Zealand, another one in Bahrain. And a great thing is that a customer can fly over from New Zealand to Dublin, for example, with a completely different application and get a taxi there. So What is Taxi Startup? It is a great booking app. It is a great driver app. It is a web booking widget. It is a dispatch system. It is an administrative panel. And it is a hardware taxi button, one-click taxi button, great tool. And all that is delivered by a team of 10 guys with the 3 co-founders, old friends who has a previous experience building the business. Our business model is B2B, software as a service. We have 20 paying customers so far, and we have a really great amount of new developments ongoing, including conversations with governments, taxi associations, and so forth. So there are a few similar dispatch solutions on the market, but none of them has such a sophisticated system as we do, and none of them offers a simple way to start, a simple way for the company to start evolving. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the reality is evolve or die. That's, of course, for the taxi companies.
All right.
And we help with that.
2 minutes, Q&A. Yep. Damian, you have the first question.
We do not provide a taxi service. We provide a platform for our customers who are then provide a taxi service. Right. Essentially, there is not much difference in the service itself.
I have some questions. Actually, how do you provide support for these companies? So you're contracting with them. Essentially, they're using your technology. What happens when they have an issue with it? Like, do the drivers call you? Like, who do you sort of interact with, or do you have 100% uptime? And
yeah, our customer is the point of contact for the drivers, essentially. Same happens with the payments, because they are registered as a merchant, and we do not have to do anything with this. As for all the technical issues that might arise, it's our support team.
And then, are you guys building anything into your dispatching technology, or is it just sort of crow flies, shortest distance type dispatches, or what are you doing there?
No, it's a bit more sophisticated. Well, we basically take the amount of drivers who are within the region by the distance, and then we calculate which one is closer by the Google road.
Oh, cool. Sorry, then one more question. You've established a relationship with a taxi company, a customer. What keeps them from wanting to shift to another platform? Somebody else tries to come and do exactly what you're doing. It doesn't help the taxi guy in Bahrain that you're also using the same platform in Rome. So why does he stick with your system?
You're asking about the company. So the company, basically they invest a lot of time into starting with us. They invest in their own applications. We do branded white label applications for them, so they kind of have their own solution. So that's what keeps them with us. As for the drivers, really nothing apart from some of the companies have their own drivers, so they kind of connect.
Cool.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more time for questions. Thank you so much. Tuta-Tunes are next. A few comments, both to the judges and the startups. Since we have only 2 minutes for Q&A, try to phrase your questions as short as possible, as well as your answers, so you get to answer as many questions as possible. Tuta-Tunes, you're up next. Ready? All right, the microphone's up here. And your 3 minutes started a minute ago.
Hello. Whoa. Hello, my name is Mantas, and I'm from Tuta-Tunes. And it doesn't work. All right, try again. Let's try again. Okay. So hello, my name is Mantas, and I'm from Tuta-Tunes. And last 6 years, I've been working on my previous startup that was the game development studio. And over that time, we created more than 300 different educational games for kids. And we realized that everyone should be able to create a game. That's why we created Tunes. Tunes is a simple drag-and-drop game builder that requires absolutely no coding. So you simply hit create, choose the game type that you like, then add your graphic files and sound files, and then simply by dragging and dropping, you add the background, add some other game objects, and you're done. You have a working mobile game. Tunes is used by many different people all around the world. Like, for example, the kid psychologist from Spain, or the teacher from Greece, or even the father from Colombia who created the game for his son. And individual artists and illustrators love Tunes, and they come back to create even more games and recommend the platform to others. Since January 2014, we published 50 games, and we're releasing 10 new games every month. And now we have close to 1 million monthly downloads that generated us the $13,000 of revenue last month. Our revenue is growing 40% every month. And the best part is we don't even pay for downloads. So we plan to be cash flow positive by the end of a year. So how do we keep our users base growing? Every game created with Tunes has an integrated cross-promotion platform. So every game promotes other games. And by promoting the game to 100,000 active players every day, we make sure that the game gets enough players, visibility, and traction. Business model is simple. It's always free to create a game, but when the user is finished, we publish it to major platforms like App Store, Google Play, and Amazon. And then we monetize the game from in-app purchases and advertisement, and we split the revenue 50-50 with the game owner. We are the team of 12 professionals. We have four amazing developers, 4 artists, 4 business and media people. And we have been working together for more than 5 years, so we know each other very well. And we believe that in 21st century, everyone should be able to create a game, and it should be as easy as using Word for typing or PowerPoint for making presentations. And this is our vision, that thousands of individual creative people all around the world making their living on creating games. And it should be easy and fun. For this, we're looking for $1 million of investment to grow our team and to improve the platform.
I'm very sorry to cut you off, but you have 3 minutes.
All right, thank you.
And now we have 2 minutes Q&A. Ian.
So there's how many game mechanics do you have? I mean, you're basically adding art to a few different game mechanics. How many game mechanics do you have, and which are you going to continue to add them?
So right now we have around 10, 12 game mechanics, and we're adding new every month. And we're trying to figure out the main ones that users really like or really need. And then you can combine them, and it's kind of customizable a bit. So you can create even slightly different variations of it. And here that you can, I mean, this way you get a different kind of mechanics.
And what are the best acquisition channels for getting game developers thus far?
So right now we're targeting the indie game development, blogs, communities, and it works pretty well. I mean, you can get an instant feedback because everybody just tries it and says what they like or what they don't. And it's kind of spreading a bit, like, naturally, so it's pretty nice to see people coming from, I don't know where, but yeah, they're pretty happy.
And then what's the repeat creation rate? So for people that make games, how many make a second?
So right now we have 50 games published, and we have 20 developers. So I would say it's more than 2 games per one person.
Thank you.
All right. One more?
One last question.
Yeah. What's the most that one of your game makers has made in a month?
Excuse me, can you louder?
What's the most amount? You split your revenues 50-50
Yeah.
with the game creator. What's the most that one of your game creators has earned in a month off of that system?
So right now, the most successful game earned $8,000. So if we split, it's $4,000.
All right, we still have 10 seconds. A really quick one?
9, 8.
What do you need the €1 million for? What would the use of funds be?
What exactly?
What's the use of funds for the €1,000,000 that you want?
So basically, what's the use of funds? So basically, we're now kind of found our bottleneck, and it's dealing with the artists and publishing the games, because it's time consuming. We're trying to automate the system as much as possible, and we also need to work out the better structure, probably, workflow to work with the external designers. So what we need is to improve, of course, the platform itself, and then expand the team so we can get even more games and more revenue, of course.
All right, thank you. That was
Thank you very much.
Tunes. Next up, Planner, and then NeuroTools is getting up ready. 3 minutes and a clicker.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexey from Planner 5D application that allows anyone design your dream home in minutes. So I think each of you, each of us, at least once in 3 years, faced with such problems as renovation, moving, buying or renting new houses or apartments, or at least choosing and buying new furniture. And you have to plan. You have to plan how renovation will go, how new furniture will suit your new space, or at least how the interior design will look like, and many other things. So what can help you? On the one hand, you have paper and the pen, and on the other hand, you have complicated professional software which almost no one on this planet do not know how to use. But I have a good news. We have a solution for you. It's called Planner 5D, the easiest way to create floor plans and interior designs without any special skills and do it in minutes. Planner 5D is like a game, like a Sims. You can easily create houses or rooms, add their furniture, choose colors, share the results with your friends or family members, and many other things. And all this you have to do is just to go to the website or download mobile application. For today, our audience is more than 3 million registered users from all over the world. Our market is furniture and home furnishing, one of the biggest markets in the world. Only in the United States, the market's volume is more than $1 billion. That's why we have two ways of monetization. The first way is to monetize our users, and the second way is building a marketplace, fully working online shop where people can buy furniture directly from our service. As for our competitors, well, of course, we've got some, but to be honest, Planner 5D is much better. First of all, we are free. We have real goods which you can buy, not only play with them virtually. We are cross-platform, and we have such professional features like photorealistic renders, for example, which no one can provide in such casual style. Planner 5D was founded by two people, me and Sergey Nosarev, who is absolutely responsible for technical side, and I am absolutely responsible for all product side. Our company already earning money, but we're still looking for investments because we want to make our company bigger, because we believe in our business model, and if anyone wants to be the part of us, welcome on board, and feel free to ask me questions. Thank you.
All right, that's what I call a quick pitch. We still have 30 seconds, so we'll use that for the Q&A. Any questions from the judges? Ian.
Can you say more about the revenue model?
Sorry?
Can you say more about the revenue model?
More about
how it makes money?
Sorry, I don't understand you. Can you rephrase?
The revenue model, the monetization?
Revenue model.
Monetization about which way you want to, about users or marketplace?
How do you make money?
How I... monetization, as I have already said, monetization, we monetize our users by freemium model. They can buy extras like additional features, for example, full access for full catalog of virtual furniture, or maybe 3D photorealistic renders and so on.
What's the total lifetime value of a customer?
Sorry.
How much money do you make off of one customer on average?
The middle check is about $10, and the conversion is about 4% from all registered users. Our customers, regular people who faced with problems that I already said. So, for example, it could be a housewife which want to make little renovation, or maybe big renovation, or maybe you have a need to move in another house, or maybe you buy a new house and you want to understand, to visualize how your new house and your space, your new area will look like.
What percentage of your customers are you actually monetizing?
What percent of who?
Of your customers are paying you money?
Our conversion is 4%.
4%.
Yeah.
How do you plan to find these people, to market to them, to market the app to them? Are you just relying on people searching in the app store, or how are you actually how can you get it?
Usually people searching us by how to create floor plans or floor plan ideas or something else. But of course, we, for example, in App Store, we are featured by Apple like best applications of interior design, and people looking for this sphere, this theme, and they found us.
All right, one last quick question. Damian.
How is Planner 5D different than Google SketchUp?
Google SketchUp is absolutely not usable for regular people, for example, a kid or maybe a housewife who didn't saw anything besides simple games like Sims, for example. So Google SketchUp is too complicated for regular people. It's like it's more simple by 3D Max, but it's still complicated. And Planner 5D is like a game, but it's for your real life.
All right, thank you.
Thank
that
you.
was Planner. Up next, Neuron Tools. They have clickers right here. Kula is getting ready. And when I say we have time for a quick question, the answer also has to be quick. Thank you.
Okay, hello there. I'm Camilla. I'm representative of Neuron Tools. So may I ask you one question? Imagine you are a marketing manager of Old Spice. You have a $500,000 media budget and 2 ads to choose from. How can you make a decision? You can rely on your expertise. You can ask your teammates' help. But basically, it's a wild guess. You don't know which ad is more effective. Here comes neuromarketing. It's a new set of marketing research that can enable you to scan your consumers' biological and neurological data and reaction to your ad. The problem is that neuromarketing research is really complicated. It is hard to read the results, and it's really expensive. Until now. The solution, we created a tool affordable to every marketer, expert for all over the world for campaign evaluation. How are we doing it? Basically, we have a set of hardware and software for in-house neuromarketing research. So look at our hardware, what's inside. Basically, sensors that provides information about people brain activity, how engaged people are in your ad. And another set of sensors are eye tracking that determines whenever you are looking at the ad. So how can you implement the research? It's really super easy. You just put the device on the transparent. You click one button, you show the ad, click another button, send it to our system, and that's the beauty. The system does the rest. After a while, you are presented with the easy-to-understand results. So you can see there's a heat map that indicates whenever exactly people are looking in your ad, and in the bottom line, you see the attention and engagement curve that indicates whether people were engaged and had an attention in a good way. What can you say about when looking through the result? Well, you can see whatever your product was seen, whenever your marketing message was understood, and whenever, most importantly, people were not bored, people were engaged with your ad. That's how you can smartly invest your media budget to the one video that will provide the most attention to your consumers. To prove that our device is already working, now we will show you a quick demo. We did a bunch of scannings, a bunch of tests during 2 days here in Innovation Town. Can you please raise hands who participated in our research?
I'm sorry, your time's over. You had 3 minutes for the pitch.
Okay, 15 seconds.
So that's going to be running in the background, and we can start the Q&A.
That's real data, real people.
We can start the Q&A.
Okay, questions?
Can you give us a sense of how you validated this technology in terms of comparing historical ads with, ads that were very popular and good, and then ads that were crappy?
Yes, actually, we have already done few tests with our tools, and basically, as we see, for example, if we are testing Cannes Lions, that's mostly the biggest creative competition in the whole marketing industry, we can see that the winners have higher results. The ads are more engaging, the curves are going through the roof, and the heat map are on the right spot. So basically, people are seeing ads, people are engaged. And Cannes Lions now has a neuromarketing award that tests with similar tools the ads and determined whenever they were lucky or not.
How many clients do you currently have, and what are your revenue numbers monthly?
Basically now we're still talking with our first consumers, so we didn't manage to sell it yet. So I cannot provide the numbers yet.
Do you sell the devices, lease them, rent them out, and is the software platform itself, is that you host it and the data gets sent to you, or is it run with your clients?
Yeah, so basically now we are selling two services, video testing and web page usability testing. When we will have the device ready, we will sell a device for a certain price, and then people will pay a monthly fee for our software, and it ranges for how much ads you test in 1 month.
And the time is over. We learn as we go. Videos are not a good idea for a 3-minute pitch.
Okay,
Next
thank you.
up is Kula, and Spectral Coin is getting up ready.
Hi, my name is Janna and I represent Kula Tech. Kula automatically converts any news site or magazine into a mobile app. There are millions of publishers in the world, and you know what's the biggest problem for them? Is a decline in revenues in the last 10 years. It's actually dropping. It's because readers moved from print to online. And print advertising is 13 times more expensive than banners on a web page. Why? Because banners do not build brands, they distract you. Mobile applications can change that. They can create an environment similar to print, where advertising rates would be comparable to print. Yet, mobile development is costly and time-consuming. That is why only 20 out of 100 most popular lifestyle magazines have a mobile app. With Kula, we want to change that. Kula automatically converts any news site or a magazine to a mobile app, and it's free and it's instantaneous, it's beautiful. We tested our hypothesis with the big and most popular publishers, such as Maxim, Elle, Marie Claire, Women's Day, and many others. We have, at the moment, over 1 million downloads without any marketing budget, 200,000 active users, and our apps are actually addictive. Our readers flip over 175 pages per month in their apps. Our clients sell premium advertising and earn profit, which they share with us. And they are able to sell that advertising because actually this advertising builds brands. Yet, these big clients represent only 20% of the market, and the biggest part of the market lies in the small and medium-sized publishers, for whom now we also have a fully automated version of our product. And before I show you the beautiful applications we've built with our technology, I just want to add a few words about our team. I personally spent 10 years in advertising before doing this startup, and our executive team launched different new brands in different countries of the world, founded and sold brick-and-mortar chain of stores, and our developers are quite experienced as well. before doing Kula, they developed an ERP system from scratch, or also developed a system for missile guidance.
And the time's over. I'm very sorry. 2 minutes Q&A.
Can you push the video while it will be playing while the Q&A? I won't be telling anything about that.
Companies like Flipboard and Pulse have also been going after this space. Any reactions to players that are already in the market with a similar strategy? Companies like Flipboard, how do you deal with existing competition?
So basically, what we do is a white label Flipboard. So Flipboard basically is a magazine where they promote their own brand and pull all the users of L and Maxim to their platform. What we do is that we give this technology to all these magazines or newspaper brands so that they can build their own brand in the App Store, have their own users in their hands, not on someone else's platform. Okay. And the quality is on par with Flipboards. I hope you could see it in the video.
Do you sort of copy the text and reformat it, or is it like sort of an embedded HTML rich format? Like what happens with like rich interactivity and videos and stuff that are in the original articles?
We use only native languages, and so we don't use HTML5 because when we work with brands such as L and Maxim, we cannot deliver like poor quality because they would never risk using a technology of some mediocre quality. That is why we use only native programming languages, and everything video and everything plays very smoothly and nicely.
Sorry if I missed this, but what's your current revenue? How much revenue did you do last month?
It's $15,000 US.
Is that gross or net? Is that the gross revenue, or is that the revenue after you pay back the
It's our
publisher?
revenue, so it's after we share it. So with big clients, we take 20 to 30% of the ad share. For the small clients like blogs, etc., we take 50%. But we just launched this for...
What's the vision in 5 years? What is Kula going to be in 5 years? Is it going to still be an OEM digital platform, or is there something bigger that this becomes?
That was the last question, so please answer.
In 5 years, I think still it will be a lot of mobile platforms because it's only starting. You know, it's print took the world. I think it took I don't know how many 30 years before the print became a huge industry, and I think the same would be for mobile.
All right, thank you, Kula. Next up, SpectroCoin. Pepperticks are getting ready.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mantas. SpectroCoin, Oil One solution for Bitcoin. There are three key groups of Bitcoin users: early adapters, investors, and our target market, businesses and entrepreneurs. Bitcoin users are facing two main problems. It's Bitcoin transaction speed issues and risks. We have developed free products to help users reduce risk and increase speed of Bitcoin transactions. So it's exchange service, mobile and web wallet, and business solutions. It's merchant integrations for businesses. We already have what our competitors are promising. At this stage, we are self-funded and self-growing. We are acquiring clients with value, not money. We do target marketing, value creation, developing new products. Let me ask you, how many of you use Bitcoins today? Okay, less than 5%. And how many of you have or use credit cards? Yeah, so everybody. So that's why we have developed SpectroCard. SpectroCard is very easy to use. You don't need to have bank account. You don't need to visit bank. You just sign up at spectrocard.com, deposit money through your local bank or in cash at your post office, and spend your money anywhere online where MasterCard is accepted. That's why SpectroCard is very suitable for unbanked people, online payers, small and medium enterprises. This is our founders. At this stage, we are looking for partners for B2B integrations for both projects, SpectroCard and SpectroCoin. And we're also looking for 300,000 euros investment for cross-border expansion to enter US market and expand in EU market. So 2 products, SpectroCoin and SpectroCard. Now it's like almost a bank, and actually our main goal is to become in 5 or 6 years a bank. So, questions? At this stage, we have 5,000 customers, which are account holders. All customers of these are now in SpectroCoin because SpectroCard was released only 2 days ago. So we'll see how it develops together with SpectroCoin.
Can you give me a 30-second pitch that convinces me why I should trust your cloud vault with my Bitcoins? Your security story.
Well, it's a very complicated question. I cannot tell you that it's not insured. I cannot tell you that you are totally safe. There are risks involved in that. If you are fine with that, we can introduce how everything works in detail. And if you're fine with that, with these risks, then we can work together.
Next question.
What's the killer initial use case going to be? So before Bitcoin emerges as an ubiquitous standard, what do you think is going to drive most of the adoption? What's the use case, or what's the killer need that is going to drive most of the adoption?
The main thing is very easy to tell. Let's say transfer $2 to United States from Lithuania. You won't do it very easily. I mean, you will have to pay for bank 15 euros, or for Western Union, for example, 20 euros for that. So with Bitcoin, you can do it with $1 cent. So
okay, great.
Yeah. So that's what's driving up.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great.
One last question. Seems that we're good. All right, thank you, SpectroCoin. Peppertix, you're up next. Inside Warehouse is getting ready.
Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew. I'm from Peppertix. We're making a web-based promotion tool for live event organizers. First of all, what does it mean to organize an event? They spend tremendous amount of time and money for promoting their events. And they're starting from posting posters on the wall, or inviting friends to the event page in Facebook, and pleasing people to share the content. But that doesn't work at all, because there is no reason to invite friends, no reason to make a share or to buy tickets immediately. You have to offer them something special, something that brings additional value. And that's what we're actually doing in Peppertix. We're engaging people to share the info about the event by offering them a discount or another sort of bonus, using 3 magical buttons. And why it's so important to have a share? Because you have to have a social proof. If you are coming to the event, your friend would probably come with you, because he trusts you. And the sweetest thing, that in average, you have several hundreds of friends within the same city, with the same interests, and yeah, with the same age. All of that leads to budget efficiency. Using our system, event organizers can increase their target audience twice, and in ticket sales, it means plus 15 or 30%. And the market is growing, the market is big, and the average ticket price is only 15 euros. We take only 7% of commission of that. Probably this is not so much, but till the end of 2015, we plan to have 1,000 events. Of course, we have competitors. Most of you know Eventbrite. But there are much more players on this field, and you have to be really different if you want people to come to you. But it's a matter of question. Do you really solve the problem? Do you really help to bring more people to the event? Let's take a look on their existing promotion tools. All of them are offering social buttons, like and share. Some of them offers mail senders, recommendatory system, search agentisation, and Facebook tickets. Does it work? No, because they're working with your current auditory, and they're not trying even to make it bigger, compared to our system, where 75% of people prefer to make a share. So actually, we are converting the user base, the fan base, into your active promoters. And there's one more thing that we are currently working on. It's a so-called anonymous affiliate network. If you're a famous person, a celebrity, blogger, you can sell tickets directly to your friends, and nobody will judge you for that, because they don't know. Yeah, here's our team. I love them. For the past 2 years, I've been working as a content manager, and I built several IT companies as well. Our marketer was working in a web development field and marketing for the next 5 years. And the CTO, he was working in an atomic station, so he really hates to make mistakes. Currently, we are working for organizers, so help your friends to be more successful, and we are raising the next round of investment up to 150,000 euros. So if you're interested in the industry or in the idea, company, please feel free to contact. Thank you very much. It was Pepperticks. Stay cool and spicy.
Awesome. All right, 2 minutes Q&A. First questions.
Please.
How do you get, like, who are you going after in order to get people onto your platform? You're going after promoters, you're going after venues, you're going after individuals?
Well, our first niche is clubs and small, medium clubs, because, as I said, I've been working in that industry. But next goal is to reach all the promoters that are working with venues and big conferences as well. The mechanics works also in that field.
Sorry if I missed this, but I'm still confused about exactly how you're different, what you're doing. You know, you have to offer people something for their action. So basically, we're offering a discount or another sort of a bonus, like photo session with a star or like free drink. Why couldn't this have existed 2 years ago? So I get the idea of cutting people in to incent them, but yeah, why didn't this exist 2 or 3 years ago?
Well, if I understood correctly your question, it's about competitors. So why are they not actually doing the same, right?
Well, if the idea would have proved itself out, it seems like this is something that could have existed. Yet it's a business model shift. You could have done that 3 years ago, and I'm curious if there's a reason why it has to exist today, versus if somebody tried it out before and it failed, basically.
Well, once again, if you're Eventbrite, for example, you have to change all your business model for doing that. And it requires a lot of time and efforts, and they are not going to do that. It will be easier for them to, I don't know, to buy somebody.
One last quick question and a quick answer.
Do you have any features planned to like introduce, like if you've got like a promoter on there and you have people coming to your site, do you have any features planned to sort of get your customers to be repeat customers to buy tickets through your platform?
Well, they are logging through the Facebook, so we know everything about them, and we can use that in advertisement purposes. So we can use our user base and monetize it efficiently.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Inside Warehouse is up next. Dev to Dev is getting ready, and we're almost there. Farm is the last one, is yet to come.
Hi guys, my name is Tadas. Let me introduce you to Inside Warehouse. Today, product discovering and buying is a time-consuming process. I will show you why. So you need to Google your issue. You need to find a site suitable for your issue. You need to find a recommended product in the content. You need to Google the product. You need to find the right e-store for you. Or you forgot, you need to find a coupon to apply and get a discount. Finally, you need to add products to a cart and checkout process. So it's a big hassle. And we thought, why do we need to take so many steps to discover and buy products online? So we found a better solution, and let me show you how it works. So our technology is capable to analyze millions of pages and place products related to the content to each page automatically. What is even more exciting, you can click on a product on your favorite site, add it to the cart, and check out without ever leaving your favorite site. This is extremely easy way to discover and buy products online. Let's talk about business side. 3 out of 5 media companies see e-commerce as the main revenue stream. But 50% are struggling to offer it because they need to handle technological solution, inventory, delivery, payments, customer support. And it's a big pain in. So that's all you need to know with Insight Warehouse, a few lines of code, and you are done. You are running e-commerce on your content side. That's it, simple. Now let's talk about our performance up to date. So we reached 1 million monthly unique users on publisher site in the United States within only 6 months from the launch. We are proud of working with company from AOL family, among other large media companies. And we have an outstanding 3.5% interaction rate, which is from 6 to 9 times higher compared to traditional advertising. And we just started. Insight Warehouse, a better way to monetize the content. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Questions?
I noticed on the widget on the page there's like a discount sign on that. Who's paying for that discount?
Sellers, retailers, distributors, manufacturers, whatever.
And are you getting your inventory from specific places, or you've just crawled, you know, Amazon or Google Shopping or something to find?
No, we are working directly with a seller side.
Oh, well.
So we have like 10 sellers in the United States, so around 1,000 brands on the platform.
Can you tell us a little bit about the team, please, and your backgrounds?
Yeah, we are 5 members. This is my second venture. I was in the e-commerce business previously. We got acquired earlier this year. My co-founder is a sales guy. He worked in a global company, Sandvik, and responsible for Europe, sales in Europe. 2 other guys, one guy from kayak.com, a leading flight ticket booking system, and another guy from amado.com. We are the leading donation platform worldwide.
Great, thank you.
What makes the product better than the embedded Amazon ad that might be on the page, or the Google ad that just looked at the text of the article and made some contextual suggestions?
You mean how do we select products to our content?
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, so basically we have an algorithm. We now use like 20 factors to match the products to the content. And what is more exciting, we have a sophisticated backend system. We know more about the products than any other company worldwide. I mean, we are going vertical by vertical. Now we are in the first vertical, but we take this approach because we see that relevance is the most important factor in this business model.
One last question? No, seems everyone's all good. All right, thank you, Insight Warehouse. Next up, Dev2Dev Farmers. The last team is getting ready. I have a question. If there's anyone from IMI VC, please come to the front. We'll ask you to come on stage afterwards. Dev2Dev, your turn.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dmitry, Dev2Dev, and I will tell you about our toolbox for mobile application developers. Now we see that mobile application market is growing very quickly. And we see more and more applications. We see growing budgets for analytic and for advertisement. And we see that more and more people are involved in development of mobile applications. And if you are in this market, you need to control your application. You need to know your users, you need to know your position and the market, and the main issue in this case is that you have to use different applications for different tasks. You need to use some applications for analytics, some applications for push notifications, for the advertisement, for control your position and the market, and so on. And you need to keep in your head many SDKs, updates, complicated interfaces, and so on. And we have a solution for mobile developers for this. It's Dev2Dev. You integrate only one SDK and get all the tools you need. You get push notifications, you get powerful analytics, you get monetization and advertisement. Our audience is small and medium developer teams, publishers, and agencies. Of course, we have competitors in different segments, but we have most complete toolbox in the market. Our monetization is B2B sales, paid push notifications, and advertisement network. And we're raising investments for B2B sales in Europe and USA and for our ads network expansion. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dev to Dev. Questions from our judges?
Can you talk about current traction? How many developers do you have using it right now?
Excuse me?
What's your current traction? So how many developers or installs or whatever metrics you're using?
Now we are tracking about 500 applications, and it's about 50 million users.
15 million users?
50 million users, yeah.
Across 500 applications?
In these applications.
Yeah, in these applications. And over time, everybody's roadmap is going to be complete. So I understand how you guys are complete today. If you look at the roadmap of many of your competitors, they'll be complete soon. What's your differentiation, assuming everybody builds out those modules?
Like I said, we have most complete toolbox, it's one thing, and we want to go deeper to the game analytics, I think. We already have some game reports for game developers, like growth by levels, like retention, and so on.
Can you say a little bit more about the revenue model? You talked about ad affiliate sales. Are you interposing yourself in the ad chain for your customers, or like?
Excuse me.
Can you explain how the revenue model works? Like, how are you?
Our revenue model is B2B sales, so we can customize reports and spaces for big clients, for big publishers. We have paid push notifications, so you pay only for send pushes. And our advertisement network, we're going to sell traffic.
Do you share that revenue with the application developers?
Of course, of course.
And what percentage?
Huh?
What percent?
About 40%.
40%
yes.
goes to the app developer?
Yes, to the application.
So you take 60?
Yes.
One last question. Anyone, or are we good? Okay. Oh, we're good. All right. Thank you, Dev to Dev.
Thank you.
All right. Last but definitely not least, Farmus, you're up next on stage.
Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about farming, and I representing today Farmist mobile app for farming business. And before talking about, I'm going to talk about some numbers. We already launched. We launched on in the end of July in Grudo Kelias. It's event for farmers. And we was with, zero in the market. Our market was, I mean, zero in the market. So after 3 weeks in Agrovisia, we was with 9% of the market. After 4 weeks, we was with 25% of the market. This shows that in a very short time we reach 25% of the market, and how it happens? Why are we growing so fast? I'm a farmer, so I facing with a lot of problems in doing farming business. I was searching some tools which can help me doing some farming business, but I couldn't find in the internet. So in the mobile app boom, I decided to create some innovative, some flexible and easy usable tool. And we created a very nice tool to help for farmers. And from now, farmers can manage the workforce, they can manage the equipment, they can sort all the history in the activity history. And we are happy to announce one of the biggest Lithuanian company, it's Kauno Grūdai, join us, and from now they working with that in SOS Agronomist. It's a model for farming and agronomist conversations. And also big companies like Esko and Teva from now are going to sell new equipment, tractors and harvesters with the integrated farming system. We're at the moment number one in the farmer's pocket, and we're going to be number one globally. We are targeting the biggest markets like China, India, US, Russia, France, and so on. At the moment, we're scaling to Germany, we're scaling and transforming app, and we're going to that markets. We began with the managing system, but
and the time is over. I'm very sorry.
System.
3 minutes are over. 2 minutes Q&A.
What's the urgent need that drives? What's the hair on fire or the urgent need that compels the farmers to initially use the application? What's the critical problem?
What's the problem? We have a lot of different problems. Mostly, biggest problem is we're losing activity history. I mean, after few months, you don't remember what have you done 2 months ago, what have you used, and so on and so on. And we have some kind of flexible tool. There are some competitors who already in the market, but they're doing just web-based, very big and complex systems. We transform it to smaller system, and because everyone has smartphones and farmers have smartphones too. So in the pocket, and they have a very powerful tool.
I imagine that especially in like emerging markets that it seemed like you were pointing to trying to go towards.
Sorry,
in emerging markets that you're trying to go towards, the,
yes.
the other countries where there might not be the same smartphone penetration, and you're trying to you're pitching a freemium model to the farmers themselves, which probably means you just sort of want them to download the app. I feel like that's a difficult market to get to download a smartphone app. Do you have marketing plans to go directly to farmers? You're going to call them up and tell them to use the app, or you're going to rely on them to sort of come to you for it?
If you're asking how we're gonna go there, yes?
How do you get customers? Yeah, how do you get customers?
How can I get customers?
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment we was trying some recommendation model. I mean, we was not going. We was advertising without any mass media. I mean, we was launched just in event, and just after 3 weeks we was in market. Like we was 9% of market. So I mean, recommendation. At the moment we're going like recommendations to recommendations. People are talking about product because it's a very good product.
What's the revenue today? Are you doing any revenue?
At the moment, we, like I told, Kauno Grūdai join us with the SOS Agronomist and Agronomist network, big agronomist network, and this is revenue from Kauno Grūdai.
How big is that?
Unfortunately, the time's over. I'm very sorry. That was our last team, Farmist. Thank you so much. Now, our team is gonna collect all the votes. I hope you're done with that. We're gonna make some personal adjustments, or maybe not. And then we're going to count the votes, and within 5 minutes, we're going to announce the winners. So stay right in. All right, I think we're ready to announce the winners of this event. But even though this was happening on Silicon Valley comes to the Baltic stage, there were so many more parties involved in the startup battle. First off, IMI, I would like to invite your representative on stage, together with Enterprise Lithuania, and obviously Danielius Stasiulis from Civita, who sponsored the whole Get in the Ring prize. So everyone, I would like to invite you all on stage. confusion, but you know, it's a startup world. Get used to it. You might probably want to take a seat, and yeah, just grab a seat. I'll just stand right there. So I mentioned we have like free prizes, and in some rare occasions, which might have actually happened, because I mentioned there are some criteria. For getting the ring, you have to be a Lithuanian startup, and it turned out that that's what it is. Before I announce the finals, I would like to give a word to each one of you. Just a quick word about who you are and what just happened. Don't look that confused. Come on, come on.
I will start as a
Sure.
girl here. My name is Rimantė. I'm from Enterprise Lithuania and work particularly with startups. So on behalf of Enterprise Lithuania, I would like to congratulate the event, the organizers of the event. I hope it was very successful and you gained a lot here. And I really hope we'll see each other next year.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Spassky Alexei, and our company, MyVC, has invested in more than 40 projects worldwide, and MyVC was founded by internet entrepreneurs Igor Matsanyuk, Gregory Finger, and Michael Winchell. And thank you.
Hello, my name is Danielius Stulius. Some of you know me. I represent here Civita, which is a management consulting company. We are actively working with startups for the last 5 years, and we are happy to see that the whole entrepreneurial movement is alive. And special thanks to the organizers of this conference, without whom our entrepreneurial ecosystem wouldn't skyrocket right now. And I would like to say that pitches here are very inspiring in terms of traction that the companies have. And we will award as Civita one company, the best Lithuanian startup, an obligation to go to the regional finals, represent our country in getting the ring startup battle. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Asya. I'm from Game Insight. I'm responsible for investor relations. Like many of you startups, I go to investors and ask for money sometimes. But I want to tell something like, if you win today, it's just a small win. You have many more battles to go. And if you lose, you don't have to worry, keep on going. There are many more battles again to win, and that's not the last one. Good luck.
Exactly. It's not the end. It's only the beginning for all of you. Thank you to the selected 7. Fantastic judging. Thank you for the Q&As. And tum-ta-da-dum, drum roll it is. The winner of the startup battle is Tuto Tunes. And they get everything. They get the prize to Silicon Valley. They get to represent Lithuania, get in the ring final. And they get Verslo Žinios subscription. Congratulations, you. The winner takes it all. Yes, you made it. Congrats, guys. Well done, well deserved. A microphone? Microphone, there we go. Yeah. A quick word to Mantas, the CEO. No worries.
Hello.
No all right.
Thank you, everyone, for supporting us. And it's a big thing. We get all? Everything?
You get it. I'm not kidding.
All right, so thank you very much. Tuto Tunes team, part of the team is here. Part is watching online. So we're going to grow, and we're going to be global.
Congratulations. Yeah. All of you. You even get a diploma. All right, guys, that's about it. We have the winner. I think the event is now officially over. I would like to invite the team from Silicon Valley comes the Baltic side. I know you don't want to come on stage. Can we go now? But guys, come on, just be here. Everyone just stay on stage. Guys, come on, Vytautė. All the volunteers, the ones that are still in the room, please come on stage. It wouldn't be this awesome without you. All the volunteers, wherever you are. Or did you all go home already? Or maybe they all finished their shifts already and they just went home because it was a terribly long weekend. So that means we'll have to clean everything afterwards. No, just a quick thank you all who made this possible. Definitely all the speakers. Thank you for coming. It's been a great pleasure having you all here. All the teams that pitched tonight, thank you for participating. We're really happy, to have such a quality startups this year. And I know I could talk forever, so I guess I'll just shut up right now. Thank you all. And this is officially over. Silicon Valley Comes to Baltics 2014. Thank you.
Thank you. There's some looks into this.